Hello, testing, testing. Hello, everyone. This is day 2 of the Creative Momentum Challenge. And today we're going to be talking about social posts. And social, of course, is about being social. And the focus is speak to someone for this week, for this day. What makes a social post work? It has a hook in just the first 3 words. You want to catch the person's eye because they only decide in a second or less. They see it, they decide, and they either stay or move on. It has to have one clear message per post, not 3 or more, giving a dissertation or anything like that. It's something simple to get someone's attention, to convey a quick message. And then the visible next step for them would be their call to action, which would be either to comment, to save the post, to shop, to follow. Sometimes it's learn more, sign up, things like that. But you want to make sure you have a very clear next step call to action message also. And where does this come from? Well, what's the one thing that you want your audience to walk away from knowing today? And if you start there, then you're in a good place. To create a social post, I gave a few guides in the group, the 7-day Creative Momentum Challenge group. And it has the color palette prompt guide, and it also has an artistic inspiration prompt guide. The color palette prompt guide is just for you to look at, see the colors, give you some inspiration. It has the hex codes, so it's easier to just type the hex codes in your designs, so you can get the exact colors. And then there's the artistic inspiration prompt, and it has all different types of inspirational prompts for many different types of handmade artwork: photography, crochet, painting, paper art, sketch. You can find some type of inspiration from that guide. And for each section, each day, there's a section of artistic inspirational prompts. So if you look at that in the file section in the group, you'll see those guides. And those guides, all the guides that are in there, are very good for use, not just for this challenge. I created them so that way they can be an ongoing resource for you, so that anytime you may feel stuck or you just need a little bit of a direction, you can look at those guides and hopefully they will help you. The assignment for this day is to create one social post using at least one handmade element. And that's what the twist is. You can photograph it, photograph something in a handmade texture as a background block. So if you made paint strokes on a page just randomly, if you splattered, if you actually painted something or sketched something, you can use that. You can use hand lettering for your call to action. So you can write your shop now and then take a picture or scan it and then put it in Canva and use that, and use it as a sticker style graphic. You can also flat lay physical materials down and take a picture, and they become your background as well. If you want it to be textured or layered, almost like a jerk journal. And the workflow for that is you decide your message and your call to action. You photograph your handmade element. You build the post, adding your image, your headline, your call to action, brand colors if you're trying to make it branded to your business, which is something very important. I will be discussing branding in other tutorials. Then you want to make sure your sizing is right. And when you create a social post in Canva, here are some suggested size. That one is a little bit wrong, but I have it on another page. Whether it's a square, a Facebook post, You photograph your handmade element. The same thing for the prior slide. To create a social post, you can create different ways in Canva. You can start with just a blank size design and then build it from there. You can open the blank design, then you can look for templates in Canva, and you can even just type in on your search social media, and all types of templates will pop up. You can also generate using Canva AI. You can tell it can generate a flat lay where it's not editable, or you can request it to be editable template. And then you can move all the elements. You can change the wording, the colors, and everything. Or for the handmade portion, you can upload your own artwork and arrange them in a layout and build it that way. So there's 4 different ways that you can actually do it. Sizes, like I mentioned, these are just some suggested sizes. There's a square for Instagram. There's the Instagram portrait, Instagram story, the Facebook post, and Facebook link, Pinterest pin, or X/Twitter post. And just another tip, just make sure that you have a clear message and a clear call to action. And that's what makes a successful social post, because you want to capture your audience attention very quickly with a social post. How do you add a prompt in the Canva AI? There are a lot of questions across social media about AI and AI generators, which ones to use, what they do. And I have found that Canva AI has a lot of benefits and tools that can be used. And what you would do for that is you would open Canva AI from your main screen, on the home screen, type your prompt in the prompt box. You want to be very specific. The more descriptive you are and clear, the better your results usually are. And of course, it's AI, so the generation, it may get confused. You may have to add more detail, tell it to take things out, or so on and so forth as you chat in what you want. And then you click to generate it, and it generates it. These are 3 examples right here of prompts that you could actually add into Canva AI, and it'll generate. And then at the bottom, I have here a base prompt where you just fill in the orange sections with your information and develop your own prompt and then add it into Canva. This is the first one, and this one creates a bold graphic for a coffee shop. I tell it the colors, the style. I want it to have now open. You always put any words you want it to be definitely written on your design in quotation marks. The shop brand name, the address, the shop button, keep it clean and scroll stopping. Why this works, because we already know the size and you're giving the size to the AI. The color palette is clear. The elements that we wanted to add in, the text elements are clear, and the style is also given. So this is the beginning of a very good prompt. And this is what it generated. Now, it generated it where it layered these up. In the actual design, you can update all of this because I put it in as an editable design. This is another one. This is for a fitness challenge, and it's going to generate the Instagram story post. Not the story, just the initial page. But you can also ask it to generate more than one page as well. You can see I put the challenge, the colors, what I wanted to say, the call to action, and then directions in terms of the style. Vertically punchy, easy to read at a glance. Why it works, gave the size to the AI, the color palette, the text elements are clear, clear call to action, and the description of the style is there. And this is what it created just from that prompt. And in the design, all of these are editable. You can change the wording, you can remove the picture, you can change the background even if you wanted to. It's all editable. And then this one is for a bakery. I put in the size, what it's for. This is why am I creating this? It's because it's announcing a weekend sale. The color palette, something about the style. My text elements and my call to action is very clear. A friendly order now button. Layout. Why it works, again, because gave the size to the eye, clear format. Color palette, clear text elements. Click twice again. And this is what it made. And this whole background, I can take it off and replace it if I wanted to. But all the wording, all these little elements, the hearts, the hand-drawn elements are all editable, can be changed. The colors can be changed, moved around. This pastry dish right here ended up being editable. It's not part of the background. So that's another thing. If you have products, you can add your products in, put them on a transparent, remove the background, and layer up. Okay, so that concludes this portion of it. I am going to make a video showing how I actually add the prompts into Canva AI and the designs that it will create. I'll be adding that to the group as well. Just a short video. And I look forward to seeing you for the next day. Thank you for joining me.